New 2020. What up, y'all? My name is Twin. How are you doing today? I hope well. Look, this is going to be a very, very quick video, but to my people, to my normal folks that just stumbled upon lottery, you're about to learn something very intriguing, huh? Something that basically the fundamentals of for the method to the madness, instead of just picking random numbers or easy picks or quick picks. That's a sure way to lose your money. You get me? But we're going to introduce rundowns. You understand? Rundowns for pick three. We're going to go over the traditional pick three rundowns. All right? But before we get into that, family, lotto heads, bring us all cake. But until they keep it a stop.
Welcome to the LottoHead community.
LottoHead, LottoHead.
Welcome to the LottoHead community. Where blessings happen for you and me. Let's get it. Welcome to the LottoHead community.
PWIN.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to my returning viewers. Welcome back to my lotto heads. And hello to you newcomers. You understand? Got the potential to be a lotto head. Let's see if you got it. All right. Now, like I said, topic of the video: rundowns. Right? You probably heard this term. If you dealing with somebody that know anything about lottery, rundowns. Now, my definition and pretty much the definition, a rundown is a way to use your desired draw or hit to add or subtract, right, to those plus minus people out there, a certain number to and from desired hit. Right? Excuse me, right? Rundowns. A rundown is a way to use your desired draw. Whatever draw you're dealing with, whatever draw you prefer, whatever hit you prefer, right? Desired draw or hit to add and or subtract a certain number to and from desired hit. All right? So keep that in mind. Now, in doing this, you're going to be using lotto math. That's right, you guessed it. Right? Using lotto math. Now, if you're not familiar with the term lotto math or lottery math, I have basic videos on that. Just go ahead and go through. I got playlists actually dedicated to that. Lotto Basics and Lotto Basics 2019 should be in both playlists. All right, using lotto math. So with that being said, we're going to get straight into the pick three traditional rundowns. All right. Pick three traditional rundowns. Now, I know a lot of people out there may have other rundowns and may have other ways of doing their rundowns or whatever have you. We're not going to get into how to maneuver with rundowns. We're just going to present potential rundowns so you can start using in your state, your country, or wherever you don't know. You can't play the lottery. You can play the lottery, but you can't play the lottery under the LottoHead terms, or smart or wise or being kind of accurate or trying to be precise without knowing what a rundown is. All right, so pick three traditional rundowns consist of 1, 2, 3, right? That 3 is hideous. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That right there is the famous one. That right there can get you through a lot of tough times. 1, 2, 3, traditional. When all else fail, come back to 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, another one in which I think is just as strong as 1, 2, 3 would be 1, 1, 1. Right? So 1, 2, 3 would be the traditional, just because it's V-Day, around Valentine's Day. 1, 2, 3 would be your traditional. You can't go wrong with 1, 2, 3. You understand? You can't go wrong with 1, 2, 3. But also, in addition to that, 1, 1, 1 is also a great rundown in what you want to use. All right, and lastly, the one that I like to use, specifically catered to day draws within my state of Virginia, I like to use 3, 1, 7. Right? Now, like I said, there are additional rundowns, but I'm just giving you guys the traditional ones. 1, 2, 3 is the most powerful. 111 may be equivalent to the 317, and it depends on your state, your country, wherever you are. 317 may be the strongest rather than 1, 2, 3 or 111. Now, I know a lot of people out here, they just like with my 3175 method, a lot of people gonna come out with a 3170 method. It's the same method. You understand? They just flip the 0 to a 5. So the same instance with 1, 2, 3, they will flip these digits with mirror digits. So 1 will become 6. So if you ever see somebody telling you the 6, 7, 8 method, it's the same method as the 1, 2, 3. The only person that they're fooling is themselves. You understand? So keep that in mind. Or and vice versa. If you use 111, trip 6 is a rundown because it's flipping, right? It's the same rundown. So if you see 317, you have 8, 6, 2. If you see anybody talking about an 8, 6, 2 rundown, it is the 317 rundown. You see anybody talking about the 6, 7, 8 rundown, it is the 1, 2, 3 rundown. You understand? Now, if you're watching this video, hopefully you do know about mirror numbers, but if not, like I said, I have playlists dedicated to that. Lotto basics, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 111, and 317. All right. So keep in mind if you see anything strange. I've never heard of the 862 rundown. Yes, you have. It's the 317. They just trying to fool you into believing that it's a brand new method. You understand? Just keep that stored in your mind. It's a lot of, for lack of a better term, there's a lot of trash going around. You understand? And just like I said, to emphasize on that before we get into the main point, well, excuse me, the finishing point. Just to emphasize on that, like I said, 3175. I introduced this during my pick 4, right? You got 3175. Now you may stumble upon another video, you may type into Google or whatever have you. I doubt if it's on Google, but somebody will tell you that 3175 and 3170 are different digits. I mean, excuse me, different rundowns. They're not. All they did was flip that 5 to a 0. 5 and 0s are the same digit. You understand? So anybody can come out with an 8, 6, 2, 0 rundown. Same rundown, 3175. Do not be fooled. 3175. When you start looking at a rundown, just all you gotta do is look at it and flip those digits to see if it sounds familiar to you. You understand? So they could be teaching you something new, but the way this community is on YouTube, they're recycling information from, yeah. So just keep that in mind. Now, pick 3 traditional rundowns. Let's just choose all of them. 1, 2, 3. This is how you would set it up. 1, 2, 3, 111, and then 317. Of course, you would find out which rundown you would use according to your hit or according to your state, excuse me, country, or wherever you are located at. You got to find what best fits for you. My opinion, if you're just getting started, try all of them. Whichever one starts to work, that's what you start gravitating towards. You understand? Nothing stays the same in lottery. You understand? It's dynamic. Excuse me. It's never static. It's always moving, always changing. So you got to stay up with the times. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 111, 317. Let's just say your previous hit was. Let's just say it was 187. Right. 187. You will write your previous hit underneath that traditional, whatever that traditional rundown that you ended up using. Right. Whatever you ended up using. On all instances, 187. Now you would just add. Some of them, some of your traditional, I mean, well, not traditional, but some of your rundowns, somebody might have a plus minus rundown out here, or plus minus plus rundown, or minus plus minus rundown. It doesn't really prove effective in my state, but those rundowns would correlate as far as subtracting, going back to what rundowns, how to maneuver with rundowns. Not necessarily how to maneuver, but rundowns. So if you ever got a minus, understand you just basically subtracting using lottery math. All right. Only reason why I put that is because I'm not going to be subtracting here. I'm going to be adding in all instances. All right. So when you add 187 to 123, 1 plus 1 gives you what? 2. And from that 2, you go 2 plus 1 gives you what? 3. You always come back to that traditional, whatever that digit is above. You never do 3 plus 2 or 4 plus 3. Y'all get what I'm saying there? You never do that. You always come back to the traditional or the base or whatever number that you decided to use as the rundown. 1, 2, 3, that is the rundown, right? Rundown. Rundown. Rundown, right? Put an R right there so you know. Rundown, right? So the same thing here. 2, 3, 4, and so forth, right? And so forth. Now you move over. 2 plus 8 gives you what? Not 10, it gives you what? 0. Lottery math. 0 plus 2 gives you what? 2. 2 plus 2 gives you what? 4. And so forth. See how we doing that? Now, in addition, the 111 is the same way, but it'll be a lot easier than the 1, 2, 3 because all you're doing is adding 1. So 187, 1 plus 8 will give you what? 9. 9 plus 1 gives you what? 0, and so forth, right? 1 plus 7 gives you what? 8. 1 plus 8 gives you what? 9. 9 plus 1 gives you what? 10. 10 plus 1 gives you what? 1, and so forth. You get me? It's very simple, very easy. Like I said, you know this, you start to use your traditional rundowns, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. 317, you just go 4, 5, 6, same thing. Well, excuse me. What am I doing? I'm still thinking 111. 317, 3 plus 1 gives you what? 4. 4 plus what? 3, right? 4 plus 3 gives you 7. 7 plus 3 gives you 0, and so forth. You keep on. In this column, you add the 3, right? You add in with 3. In this column, you add in with 1. So 1 plus 8 gives you 9. 9 plus 1 gives you 0. 0 plus 1 gives you 1, and so forth. In this column, you add in 7. 7 plus 7 gives you what? 4. 4 plus 7 gives you 1. 1 plus 7 gives you 8, and so forth. All right? So that'll do it for the as far as the pick 3 rundowns, the traditional rundowns. This is how you use the rundowns. And remember, blessings on to all. Shout out to my LottoHead. Shout out to my family. Till next time, man, it's me, your boy Twin. Look, be yourself or be everybody else. And I'm out.
What the fuck?